What's up guys, this is X-Ben here bringing you a dual commentary with the one and only Nick. So do you want to introduce yourself, Nick?
Hey, what's up guys? My name is Nick. I'm 15 years old and I play Call of Duty just like Ben, and I also post commentaries. But one thing that I do besides commentaries is I also do tutorials, because a lot of people want to start recording but don't know really where to start, so that's kind of what I want to help people with.
Yeah, I remember when I started first doing editing that for montages and stuff like that there was nothing sort of Call of Duty based to sort of look at. Like there was a lot of editing tutorials for editing on Gears of War, like all masking tutorials and syncing tutorials and stuff like that, but it's like a completely different game, so
Yeah.
obviously it's nice to have the very basic tutorials. Like a lot of people probably don't know how to sync shots to music. Like I've seen so many people have the good gameplay but who don't have the actual editing skills to sort of make the gameplay look even better, or to sort of balance the editing with the gameplay, because obviously now there's such like a high standard for montages that gameplay can't just be on its own anymore. It has to be edited pretty much. Like I wish it wasn't like that, but
Yeah, I feel like that montages nowadays have like more of the advanced editing, and that's most of the tutorials, because the people that have been doing it for a long time feel like they have to do that. But for the people that are just getting started, I feel like they don't get the kind of editing that people got a while ago, like really basic stuff that they don't know how to do. But there's not a lot of tutorials like that anymore. It's more the advanced stuff.
yeah,
So
it's more like after. It's like a lot of people have moved to After Effects now, obviously, because it's more. There's such a high demand for the quality of editing, which a lot of people obviously want to meet. It's like, do you use After Effects at all?
Uh, I have it, but I don't really use it too often because it's really hard to use. But I
Yeah.
mostly post my tutorials in Sony Vegas because I know a lot of people have it, and I think there's a lot of good basic stuff that you can do in Sony Vegas nice and quick.
Exactly. That's sort of what I was thinking. It's like you can do pretty much all the stuff which you can do in Vegas, in After Effects, in Sony Vegas. It might just it's like everything you can do pretty much. I don't. I edited one montage, I think, or I edited a little bit of a montage in After Effects, and then that took me so much longer to edit. And since then, I've just sort of like, even then I used all the color corrections from Vegas, and I used pretty much all syncing in Vegas. And I only used it for sort of Twixtor and Knolls, which if I
Yeah.
was gonna if I was gonna learn After Effects, the only things I'd really need to learn are sort of Twixtor, Knolls, motion tracking, like the basic sort of stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like everything that you can do in After Effects you can do in Vegas, but in Vegas it's just a little bit easier to do. And it
Yeah,
might look a little bit worse, but it's a lot easier to do.
yeah. You
After
might not.
Effects takes a lot of training, in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah. I think you couldn't just go. You couldn't just go straight from like not editing at all to straight After Effects. You have to sort of learn the basics of editing before you can move on to the more advanced stuff. That's how I see it. It's more like a tier. It's like you start on, say, like, it might sound stupid, but you start on Windows Movie Maker. You learn sort of music, trying to go to shots, and obviously it's harder. So people move to Sony Vegas, and then when people can't do the things that they want to do in there anymore, they move to After Effects.
Yeah, I remember I started in Windows Movie Maker back like 3 years ago. But another
Yes.
point, yeah, the another point I wanted to make is that a lot of computers can't even handle After Effects, like the requirements of a computer. A lot of newer computers can, but older computers don't even handle After Effects. So that's just another reason why Sony Vegas feels a lot better to me,
Yeah,
personally.
that's the same with me. It's like even in Sony Vegas, my computer takes quite a while to render, but in After
Oh
Effects it
yeah,
used to take.
rendering kills your
Yeah,
computer.
rendering just destroys it. I remember in when I rendered a few parts of Twix, like a few, I think it was a 5 second Twixtor clip with some nulls on as well, and that took about just less than 20 minutes to render. But that's pretty
Oh yeah.
much. But my computer isn't even that. It's not obviously new, but it's not like the worst one you can get. It's like I think it's a quad core 2 gig RAM, which isn't awesome, but it's
Yeah, that's exactly what I have. Yeah,
yeah.
but like just one 10-second intro that I'll make will take about, I don't know, 20-25 minutes in Vegas, and even if you put all your computer speed towards Vegas, it'll still take at least 15 minutes. So, I mean,
I
the
don't,
bigger programs take more time, but I think that they really pay off.
I don't know. Excuse me. I personally don't think that I've not I personally do not really like any editors who use do not like the editors. I don't like the editing which a lot of editors who use After Effects create. Like I hate to watch montages that are just full of Twixtor and Knolls. The only editors who I actually love to watch like that I like Little Chav's editing. Obviously, I like Kid Swissy, and there's obviously like a few more like Gotar and stuff like that which like stick out in my mind. But apart from that, all I see when I think of After Effects is just like this massive sun spammed across the screen with like it
Yeah.
taking 20 seconds to scope in on a quick scope. It's like no, it just kills it. I think in my
Yeah,
opinion.
I feel like the best montages now, and if you don't agree, then that's your personal opinion. But I feel like the best montages now really show the gameplay and not just editing. Like
Yeah,
I've seen montages that are about a minute and 30 seconds long, and 45 seconds are all intros. They have like 4 different intros,
yeah,
like
I
to try and
completely
make it
agree with
more
that.
official.
I
I don't
don't
know
know.
if
It's like
yeah,
go
go.
carry on.
Oh, there's a montage called Balance by Muzafaza. I don't know if you
Yeah,
guys have seen it.
who hasn't
It's
seen that
really
montage?
yeah, it's probably the best montage out there now, but it's mostly the editing was rushed, so they didn't get as much editing in, but I think it looks better that way because it really shows the gameplay rather than just all the editing.
Yeah, I completely honestly agree with that. Up to a point of around 4 or 5 minutes into a montage, because once you've seen one montage, you've pretty much seen them all. You've seen the quad feeds, you've seen the triples. I know I've never hit a triple on Black Ops yet, but I watch a triple on Black Ops, and unless it's like stupidly amazing, I don't get like the. Do you know what I mean? You don't think
Yeah,
you don't really think anything of it. You think triple sort of done because so many people hit everything now.
yeah,
It was like before, where if people hit a spin, like a 1080 spin now will get hated on because of you're not playing the objective, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. It's like,
yeah.
whereas then it was like you hit a 1080, oh my god, that's such a sick shot sort of thing. Even if it was completely luck, it just is. Do you know what I mean? It's just such a nice shot to hit.
Yeah, I feel like nowadays in montages,
It's
people are
pressure.
people are criticizing the editing and the clips are so high standard that it's hard to get a good montage in now.
It is. There's just so much pressure with everything and anything now. There's nothing which anyone can do to make everything happy. Like you could go back 2 years, watch Grizz, The Matrix, and be completely and utterly stunned at how amazing it actually was. I watched that montage with my friends like 7, 8, 9 times, and we just every time it was like, oh my god, this is awesome. And then you like watch montages now with gameplay 100 times better, and you think, this isn't very good. It's just all about living. Like I don't know, like seeing the gameplay at that time. Like the community's
Yeah,
changed so much now. It's just
yeah.
everything just
I
seems
think
irrelevant.
Yeah, I think the old style was just a little bit more fun to watch. Like that
Exactly,
feeling
fun.
watching it was just a little bit better.
I don't know. It just everything's just changed so much. It's hard to sort of decide what everyone likes because the community is changing so quick. It's so hard to choose what.
Yeah,
What you
there's so many new people that have so many new ideas that it's tough to do something original. It's mostly repeats with every video, in my opinion.
It is, but that's why I try and stick to my guns and just sort of stick to my old school editing. So that's about it, really.
Yeah, because I really just want to teach people what to do and then let them take it from there rather than trying to teach them the advanced stuff because that's not really creative, just copying what someone else does.
Yeah.
I
Right,
think you
well,
just need to know the basics, so I teach people the basics and then with that knowledge they can do whatever they want.
exactly, guys. Yeah, just remember to subscribe to Nick. His link will be in the description, and there'll be an annotation on screen. Like he said, he's going to be posting a lot of tutorials on like Sony Vegas basics to get anyone started who wants to start editing. And yeah, that's pretty much it, really. Sort of subscribe to him for sort of gameplays, commentaries, and most of all, like the tutorials that he'll be posting quite regularly. How often are you going to post them?
I'm gonna be posting probably once every day, maybe once every 2 days, so
Yeah,
definitely.
and you're doing a intro giveaway,
Yeah.
an intro giveaway once a week as well, are you?
Yep, I'm gonna be giving away one intro every week, and if it is successful, maybe 2 or 3 a week.
Well, there we go then. No reason to not subscribe. Just want to sign us out. Nick?
Alright, thanks guys.